Hey, I know it's been a long time, but I'm back, so that's all I'm gonna say right now, to be honest. Um, Big deal today, Brooklyn Nets and Houston, with Harden going to the Nets, and then LeVert going to the Rockets, and then the third team was involved, so you had Allen going to the Cavs. Um, this is really, really surprising because the Nets didn't even give up uh, Irving or KD. So it's an interesting deal, even though um, Kyrie Irving hasn't been around for a couple games. So we have to see what he's going to be doing. Um, but yeah, I'm hearing a lot of people say easy ring and things of that sort. But you guys really have to think about um, the third best, like who is the third best player on the team? It's Kyrie Irving, right? You have to think, is he going to take the third best player role? Harden's not gonna do it. KD is not gonna do it. So it would have to be Kyrie. Kyrie willing to accept that. That's first. And then what offense are they gonna run? I know their offense right now is a motion offense, kind of like KD's or kind of like the Warriors offense mixed with the Rockets offense last year. So it's a fast offense, but the offense is still efficient. But they had the right players right to run that offense. Adding Harden and taking away LeVert takes away from their depth because they don't have Spencer Dinwiddie anymore from their bench, so they don't have any depth. So you have to think about that too. So their offense that they're gonna have to run is going to be a fast-paced offense, but everybody in the offense gets a shot. And Harden has not been equipped to play in that type of basketball the last 5, 6, 7 years. He's been very ball dominant. He hasn't really played with two other stars. He's played with one other ball dominant player, but he still got his numbers. But he's never done it with two other ball dominant players. Um, so that's what I have to say. So it all depends. I really don't think they're still going to win the championship. They still have to coexist together and play together. Um, yeah. So I think the Lakers probably win, but yeah, the Nets still got to coexist together, and they have to get more bench depth. I don't know if three stars that's all want the ball is gonna win because Kyrie, Kyrie, KD, and Harden. People said that the Russell, KD, and Harden wouldn't work if they were in their primes right now. They said that wouldn't work. So this, I think, Kyrie's probably a better fit for, excuse me, better a better fit for them. So it might be better if Kyrie's there. But yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see. So on the Rockets side, they actually just traded LeVert to the Pacers for Oladipo, and I think it's a win-win for both teams. I think it's more of a win for the Pacers because the Pacers got Oladipo's been kind of inconsistent in the past 2 years due to his leg injury. He hasn't really came back and looked like his self yet. So he was an all NBA player. He was most improved his first year in Indiana, but so he was the best player on their team. But the past 2 3 years, he's arguably been the third or fourth best player on the team. So I think that's a good move on the Pacers side. And then with the Pacers getting LeVert, they have a like up and coming star now, kind of on a Brandon Ingram wave where he was in a he had a smaller role on a different team even before KD got there, had a smaller role on a different team. So now he has a bigger role, even though they still have Domantas Sabonis and Malcolm Brogdon. I think the team is a better fit for LeVert to um, accomplish the things he wants to accomplish. And on the Rocket side, I mean Wall looks pretty good. Boogie looks okay. So, uh, last time Oladipo was in the West, he did not have a good year, but that was 4 years ago. So you never know. Um, you just gotta wait and see, I guess. Uh, Rockets, and I mean, they got Christian Wood too, who's been really, really good this year. So I just don't know what I see them as for making the playoffs. West is still stacked, so it's like the whole seeding thing's been really inconsistent because there's been teams that's good that's not in the playoffs right now, and then teams that's like not that good but in the playoffs. So it's really hard for me to tell. But yeah, it's been a crazy day today with the NBA news I've gotten, like you guys gotten. Um, I'm just excited to see more basketball.